Today we're gonna be playing as Czechoslovakia, we are gonna be defeating Germany by 1939, and we're gonna be defeating Italy and Hungary by 1940. All in Iron Man and historical. Let's do it. Czechoslovakia might not be blessed with the best focus tree, but this will do. And with industry we start. Agency is not necessary, but it is good to have some combat bonuses. Research wise, we go with the basics. And then we build few civilian factories. Production, no cheesy tanks today. Only rifles, support equipment, anti-air and artillery. You won't be needing much support equipment, so assign maximum of 2 factories on support equipment. Divisions, you only need 1 for army experience. Don't forget to train it. Air Force, we don't need it. We're going to sell it on market for the highest price. And tanks as well. Because we are democracy, we have access to many nations. And off we go. So what's the plan here? Well, obviously, Germany is going to attack us, because we are not going to give in the Sudetenland. So Germany is going to be our first enemy. Unfortunately, as always, there's an RNG element involved. The first element is when Hungary or Italy joins the war. Sometimes they join later or sooner. There's not much you can do about Italy. However, you can predict when Hungary joins Axis by using spies. When it comes to Germany, you want to deal as many casualties as quickly as you can. I'm gonna show you the strategy in a second. Aside from that, we are also going to need lots of manpower. As a democratic nation, we cannot go beyond limited conscription. Fortunately, we have focuses increasing our manpower. For spies, I recommend you to hire either seducers or infiltrators. Seducers are probably the best ones, because they have lower detection chance. We are going to use them to infiltrate civilian administration and army. Right now, we want to get as many factories as possible, but also we need to get rid of divided nation. I'm gonna improve worker conditions first, but if you want, you can give priority to mobilizing your economy. Oh cool, another seducer. That means we can start infiltrating. I mostly do civil administration first, because if successful, you can get political power. Wait, you mean like I can get 2 stability for free just for embargo in Italy? Yes, why not? After all these upgrades, there's not much you need in the agency. Now we are gonna build some military factories. And we are gonna need a lot of them. Don't forget to focus most of your production on infantry equipment, artillery and anti-air. Definitely go for army offense. After uniting the population, you want to go for export subsidies, so you can decrease your consumer goods. Don't forget to strengthen your artillery. Make sure to do all of your fortification focuses in time. In the best case, you want to do final fortifications, at least 1 focus before Germany attacks you. A new president in Uruguay? What's happening in there? You can research and produce armored trains, but you don't have to. You're going to destroy all of the German planes using anti-air anyway. Instead of armored trains, I recommend you to build static anti-air, which also helps you keep up with rebuilding the Sudetenland forts. I'm gonna research some excavation so I don't have to trade away factories for steel. I think it's about time we really focus on our fortifications. We should also train some divisions. We might have the simple infantry division, but the advantage of this division is that it's quickly trained. We're going to train 2 full armies of these divisions. The first one will be the offensive one, which will be the better template, and the second one will be for holding the forts. We need exactly 1 full army to hold the Austrian and German borders. Please Hungary, stop rearming, you're not cool. Now, in case you think, how does such a weak division hold the front line? And yes, it is a very weak division. However, the AI is programmed not to attack forts with high level, which means that even with these weak divisions, we are able to hold the front line because the Germans won't attack us. Unless the fort is damaged. But we don't have to worry about that, because we are going to be the ones on the offensive. I'm gonna get rangers, because these guys are one hell of a unit. Just look at the damage on mountains. That's insane. This is definitely one of the support companies you always need to have. Now we split the offensive army like this. 15 in the north and the other 9 in the south. Like so. You will see the strategy soon. Now with our enemies infiltrated, we can send our spies back to Germany. Bonus tip for historical. Germany is going to demand Sudetenland right after doing army innovations too. We definitely want to go for superior firepower doctrine, because it increases our soft attack. And Germany is knocking on our door. Germans like to attack this province in southern Slovakia, and sometimes even Zaolzie, so I'm gonna build some forts in there. Now with our main army trained, we are going to modify this template. Like this. I'm gonna train some extra divisions in reserve. You can get some trucks, but I don't recommend using them in the start of the war, because you're gonna get bombed heavily. Here goes the Germans. Romania might be in the war with us, but they're not going to get any war participation. Now onto the strategy. In the north, we want to encircle the Germans on the Polish border. Make sure to pin down any division trying to escape. On the Austrian border in the south, we're going to repeatedly encircle this province right here. We're dealing some insane damage here. Let's redirect some of our spies into Hungary, so we can see when they join Axis. We might not have the highest piercing, but we still have so much soft attack that we still break through. Look at that. Those tanks are disappearing. We are almost there. We did it. Now we just need to halt and destroy the German divisions quickly. I'm also going to build a railway, so I can get supplies. We also broke the south, so we can destroy these divisions in here. And they're gone. Now we retreat and repeat. And now we probably know where this is going. We'll be doing this until Germany is weak enough, so we will be able to attack. You can also look at the damage the anti-air is doing. Pretty neat. Just make sure to push into the victory points, so the Germans in the pocket will have no supply. For some strange reason, Germany likes to justify against Luxembourg whenever Czechoslovakia denies Sudetenland. Also, the Allies like to guarantee Luxembourg, which means that Germany will be inevitably at war with Allies. And it just so happened. Now in case you get attacked, just shuffle your divisions around a bit. It's about time we finally close this northern pocket. These are the German casualties. Remember them for now. You remember the province in Slovakia I talked about earlier? This is why you keep some extra divisions in there. We are finally closing this pocket. That's a lot of divisions. And it's gone. Now we retreat and repeat. And in the south we attack again. And we're closing again. And... oh, never mind. And again. 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 So I did this a few times already. Germans not only lost a lot of divisions, they also lost all their planes. Look at that. Germany doesn't keep many divisions on my border, because they're justifying against Luxembourg that is guaranteed by UK. So they need to keep some of their divisions on the French border as well. Now that Germany declared war on Allies, I can go on a full-out offensive. Mamma mia, here goes Italy. I think it's about time we get ourselves an infantry specialist. That would be very cool. And now we're attacking again. But this time, we are not retreating. Unlike France. The quicker you can beat Germany, the less war participation will the Allies have. So we should keep moving. Make sure to encircle as many divisions as you can along the way. By now Germany used all of its good divisions, so now we are just chewing through them. Italy is still not joining the war, it's just a matter of time. So just in case, I'm gonna make a fallback line. This is the reason we went for Rangers. Look how much of a fight we are putting in those mountains. You should definitely conquer the coastline first, so you can prevent the UK from doing its famous naval invasions. Remember to go after the supply hubs, so you don't end up like me. Italy is just there, letting their allies fall, like they always do. Yeah, there's not much I can say here now, except for you just to mobilize. Now I'm joking. As I said, just keep trying to encircle as many divisions as you can. That way it just becomes a walk in the park. And it's also a great way to level up your generals, which again makes attacking easier. Now, I don't want to capitulate Germany just yet. There's still Italy and Hungary remaining. Italy is not in the war and Hungary is not in the Axis yet, so I'm gonna have to wait. In the meantime, I'm gonna eat as much Germany as possible. I don't understand why allies aren't attacking the single German divisions, but I'm not complaining. I'm gonna leave these small pockets of cities, so Germany won't capitulate. And now that I attacked the last border the allies have with Germany, that means that there will be almost no way they can get war participation. Look at that. Soviets decided to eat unguaranteed Poland by themselves, although they might join the allies through their focus soon. The allies get so lazy for some reason when you reject Sudetenland. They don't even bother attacking these encircled Germans. Now what's left to do is to wait for magic to happen. Poland just got rejected from allies, there's no way. Hungary is finally about to join the fun of being defeated. I wonder what are they going to do with all their weapons in their stockpile. Bulgaria is in the Axis as well, although they won't join the war. Someone's very hungry for defeat. All you need is the provinces of Pécs and Budapest. That's how easy it is to defeat Hungary. Even Italy decided to put its head out of its butt. which means that I can capitulate Germany now. You'll never get any investment from me, Turkey, unless it would actually do something. I actually wanted to keep Hungary around, so they complete focuses that give me resources. Because... I don't know. The Rangers are also helping us push through these Italian Alps. They are just so strong. Although it's also because Italy has a lot of weak divisions, so it's actually easy to push through. And that's also the reason why Italy is always easy to defeat. I encircled most of the Italian divisions in the Alps. Now it's just a free win. Here are my casualties, by the way. I think it's pretty cool for a nation that capitulated two major countries almost alone. Now that Hungary did all of its industrial focuses, I think it's time for them to disappear. Same goes for Italy. Except for their twin brother. Well, and that's it. I can actually annex Luxembourg for some reason. I couldn't annex Germany in the peace conference, which means that I can't release them as a puppet now. Of course, I could have gained way more territory than this if I was a different ideology. But this is very strong for a minor democratic nation. What do you think? Tell me down in the comments, maybe you can do better than me. Anyways, that's it for today's